Hey everyone, Julia from Sunday Sounds here. In this video, we're going to take a look at our song-specific patch designed in the style of the song you see on the screen. I'm going to demonstrate this song patch in its original key and at its original tempo. You can change the key you play or hear the song patch in by using Easy Transpose, and you can change the tempo as well. Details on how to adjust both the key and the tempo are included in your download. For this video, I'll be demonstrating the MainStage version of this song-specific patch. If you purchase the Ableton Live version, you'll be able to use this video to follow along just the same, seeing as the hand positions, song sections, layer ranges, and sound of the patch are the same. In MainStage, you'll use your mod wheel to move through the various song sections. In Ableton, you'll use the macro knob labeled Song Section. Be sure to check out the full demo video for this song patch to see all the parts and sections in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. This song patch has piano, pads, arps, and bass all triggered in the left-hand range, which stretches from here up to here. Most of these sounds are triggered in this lowest octave range, and then you'll have some pads triggered in this range. Then there's a piano sound from this note all the way up the rest of the keys. Layered on top of that piano is a synth sound, starting on this note, that goes up the rest of the keys and gets brighter as you increase the song section control. Then when the song section control is at 2/3 or above, there will be another synth sound that comes in this octave. And that is from this note up to this note. So just keep that in mind as you're playing your piano chords, that once you get to 2/3 on the song section control, you'll want to keep your chords on this note and below. You'll start the song with the song section control all the way down for the intro, the verses, the chorus, turnaround, down bridge, and down refrain. At 1/3 is the medium chorus. At 2/3 is the interlude, the bridge, and the building chorus. And all the way up is the big refrain and big chorus. And remember that whether you're in MainStage or Ableton Live, these positions are the same. For the intro, you will have the song section control all the way down. You'll play single notes in the high octave of your left-hand range, which will only trigger a pad sound. This is the only part you'll play in your left hand for this part, and your right hand won't do anything. This part does come back for the turnaround, which is after the first chorus. For the turnaround, you're going to play the same chords, but with octaves in the left hand, and you're going to play notes in your right hand piano range as well. Here's how I like to voice these chords. I like to put that 7th of the chord right here, but you could play this note if you wanted to. So altogether, it looks like this. The turnaround does come back one more time later in the song. For this section, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll again play octaves in the left hand and those same chords in the right hand. Now, in the original recording and in the demo video, this part is played 9 times through total. Now, this is a lot of times, so depending on how your band decides to do this part, they may decide to shorten this part or take it out altogether. This part is super simple. You're just playing octaves in the left hand and chords in the right hand, so if you need to modify, it should be pretty easy to do. For the down verse, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play single notes in the high octave of your left hand, just like you did in the intro. And just a reminder, this part only has pad sounds, so you won't hear any piano. The second time you play the verse, or the medium verse, you'll play octaves in the left hand and chords in the right hand. This part is pretty much the same as the turnaround section that we learned in the intro portion of this tutorial, but I'll show you again how I like to voice these chords. For the down chorus, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll play octaves in the left hand and simple chords in the right hand. I keep these chord voicings the same as the verse and the turnaround section as well. So I like to voice the chords like this. The next time you play the chorus, it will be a medium chorus. So you'll have the song section control at 1/3. And you'll play everything the same way. Now this one is a double chorus, so you will play it through 2 times total. The next time you play the chorus, you'll have the song section control at 2/3. I like to call this the building chorus. You start this chorus out by not playing anything. In the original recording, there is a dropout where there is just drums and vocals. So if your band decides to play this part, you'll just want to release your hands and not play anything, or just hold out the upper left hand range on your tonic note because it'll just have pads. You can do that pretty easy. So for the first about 1.5 lines, you won't play anything in either hand. Then you'll play a walk up in both hands, and that will be the same notes for both hands. And I like to play octaves in the left and single notes in the right. If you'll remember at the beginning of this tutorial, I mentioned there is a synth sound that comes in at 2/3 on the song section control, just in this range from here to here, and that is for this specific part. Here's the walk up. So for the left hand, you'll play this. So the first 3 notes are the same, and then on the last note, your left hand will jump down to that 5 chord. So with both hands, it looks like this. Then after you play that, you move into the second half of the chorus, playing octaves in your left hand, and I like to jump my right hand down to play chords in this range. So here's what that chorus would look like all the way through, and I'm going to go ahead and play this note for the first 1.5 lines that you would normally drop out. Following this chorus, you will move the song section control all the way up and play a big chorus, where you'll play through the chord progression just as normal with octaves in the left hand and chords in the right hand. The chorus does come back one more time at the very end of the song, where you'll have the song section control all the way down, play octaves in the left hand and simple chords in the right hand. For the bridge section, you'll have the song section control at 2/3. This part starts with an interlude where there are no lyrics, but you'll be playing the same instrumental part as the bridge. So you'll play octaves in the left hand and a synth lead in the right hand. First, here's what the synth lead sounds like. Here's one time slowly. And here it is with both hands. So first of all, you'll notice that the chords change between the first half and the second half of this progression. First time you'll start with your 4 chord, move to your 5. Then for those faster chord changes, you play a minor 6, 1/3, and then back to 4. Then the second time through the progression, you'll go 4, 5, jump up to 1, 5, and then back down to 4. So here's just the left hand. I also want to just note that whenever the song section controls at 2/3 and above especially, you'll really want to make sure that you are using your pedal to move between the chord changes fluidly. Because there are a lot of arps going on in a sidechain synth, if you let up on that pedal before you change a chord, then it will cause for some of those timing things to get out of whack and it'll sound a little weird. So just make sure that you're pedaling through each chord change and releasing after you get to the next chord. Here's the left hand and then the right hand lead together one more time at tempo. So as far as the structure of this section goes, you'll play 2 times through this entire chord progression for the interlude, and then a total of 4 times through for the bridge. The bridge does come back later in the song. Next time you play the bridge, you start with the song section control all the way down. You'll play octaves in the left hand and chords in the right hand down in this range. For that, you'll play 2 times through the progression. Then you'll move the song section control to 1/3. Here you'll play 2 more times through the progression. Then you'll move the song section control to 2/3. And this is where you'll jump up and play that synth lead line up high again and play 2 more times through the progression. Just be sure to watch the demo video to see all those parts in context. For the refrain, you'll have the song section control all the way up. You'll play octaves in the left hand, and you're going to play the same synth lead line that you play in the bridge. Now, the chords in the left hand do differ from the bridge, so I'll play it both hands together one time so you can see, and then we'll break it down. So I just played 2 times through the chord progression because it's going to be the same every time. So here's 1 time through the chord progression, just the left hand, and I'm going to play it at tempo because of the arps that are happening so that it doesn't sound too strange. Now I want to reiterate, just like I said in the bridge section of this tutorial, but you want to make sure that you are using your pedal a lot during this part because there are so many arps going on. Just make sure that you don't let up and refresh that pedal until you are on the next chord. And it can happen slightly after so it doesn't get too muddy, but that will ensure that all of your arps happen as they are supposed to. So one more time, here's the left hand and the right hand together. So again, that was 2 times through the chord progression. For this first time you play the refrain, you'll play a total of 4 times through the chord progression. Then the refrain comes back later in the song after you play through the building bridge. You'll play 4 more times through the progression at this song section control position. Then you'll bring the song section control all the way down. And you're going to play 3 more times through the refrain. Now this time will be slightly different. Instead of playing that first moving line upward from the 4 to the 5 to the 6, you will just hold on the 4, then play the quick chord changes as written. Your right hand will be playing chords down here, or you can drop it out entirely. So here's just the left hand for this down refrain. So you'll play 3 times through that progression just like so. Be sure to watch the full demo video to see all these parts in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. Song-specific patches work best in the Sunday Keys template for MainStage and Ableton Live. Sunday Keys gives you all the sounds and tools you need to play live worship keys, and all of our song-specific patches integrate seamlessly with Sunday Keys. You can learn all about Sunday Keys for MainStage and Ableton Live on our website. Thanks for checking out this song-specific patch. I'm Julia with Sunday Sounds, and I'll see you next time.